welcome back to my channel. I'm Becca, and this is my channel where we talk about all the planty things. So today we are starting off a plant chores vlog by going to a plant nursery. This is TLC Garden Center in Oklahoma City. I just randomly found it. Like, I really should have asked on Instagram where I should go, but anyway, I just found this one and we're gonna go in and check it out. I need to get a couple of hanging plants for my crate display, and yeah, so let's go inside. Okay, I'm back home and it was a semi-successful trip. I did pick up 3 things. I picked up a prayer plant because I think a prayer plant would look really beautiful on my shelving. Not necessarily the crates, but I was going to replace 2 of the plants up here. So I was looking for 2 trailing plants, but I think that I would really like to leave this jungle cactus in here just because I really like the way that this looks, like coming down like that. And then the one that actually does still need to be replaced is this neon pothos. It just needs to be like chopped up and propagated, to be honest. So I didn't find the plant and I didn't want to just buy whatever. I feel like I'm just comparing every hanging plant I see to the ones that I saw in Colorado Springs at Phelan Garden Center. I'm just really sad that I wasn't able to buy those. But I know that I'll find something similar here. It's just, it might take more time. The other thing that I got that I showed is this rolling saucer, which I already put the plant on it, and I am shocked that I was able to because, again, that pot is so heavy. Lift with your legs. You're strong. But it's incredible because I can water this plant right there. I don't have to do anything to move it or whatever, and I can just roll it around still and water it in place because the saucer has holes. It doesn't have holes and it has wheels. I don't know. I feel like that's just honestly a game-changing product if you have really big plants in heavy pots or just big plants in general. So I'm gonna see if I can find like an online version of that and link it for you, because my world has changed. Like, that is one of my all-time favorite plant products I've ever bought. Not even exaggerating, it's incredible. I also got rooting powder because if you guys saw in my last plant chores video, I cut up my ficus, and I was mentioning that they're kind of difficult to propagate, and I'm planning on soil propagating them. So I wanted to get some rooting hormone to hopefully help aid in the process. So this shelf right here used to be sitting up higher on my Besta storage units. I kind of want to see what it would look like in my bathroom, like on the countertop. It might look too big, but my bathroom countertop is like 8 feet long. Like, I'm not even kidding. It is so long for no reason. So I'm gonna see if maybe I could put that like in the middle. Now, there is not enough light that reaches to that point. So this does feel a little silly because I'm not gonna be able to put plants there without grow lights being involved. But I do have extras. I might be able to make it work. I don't know. You know, maybe I could put it on the ledge of the bathtub. Hold on. Okay, you remember it in here, surely. I am going to do a little bit of rearranging temporarily. Maybe some of these plants will move. Honestly, I've been toying with the thought of just getting rid of this one because I just don't love it. I don't know. My dogs are barking. What do we think? Is it too big? But this is what I was picturing. This, and then a plant here, and a plant here. Let me know what you think. I don't usually like blocking windows this much, but I feel like it's possibly a good solution. The only other thing that might be fun is making like a hanging situation with like a board that goes like across the top, maybe like multi-layered, that just like I can put a bunch of Hoya on it, like small Hoya, and then I can still have like some plants down here. I don't know, I kind of like it. I feel like the shelf actually looks very pretty with the light on it. Like, I don't know if you can see, but it's just like a really nice warm color. So I'm gonna live with that for a little bit and see, because I'm just really sick of seeing this shelf just not living its best life. And I was getting to the point where I was thinking that I might like have to get rid of it if I couldn't figure out a solution. So we're gonna try this and see what we think of that long term. However, that does displace these 3 plants. So we need to figure out a new solution for them, which honestly, I'm feeling like I have a lot of plants that don't have a space, and it makes me very uncomfortable. I really don't like the way that that feels, because I love these plants so much, but I just don't have a place for them right now. One thing that I could possibly do is get more stands or like furniture pieces to put plants in here. In these windows, this is a big window, but that has the same exposure as the plant room, and I have another one here. So I guess what I could technically do is just put them here on the sill and see if Nora is at all interested, because the reason that I don't want to put plants on these windowsills is partially because I don't like that aesthetic / don't want to ruin the windowsill wood. And also I have a small child who is very curious, and I'm going to hang up this string. You guys, all the little things that you do when you become a parent that you never used to do. Okay, now it's out of her reach. So I initially put this plant on my piano, and it has now since been moved. So I think I'll just put it there for now, along with the Gloriosum that was also there. And again, I'm going to go get like a plate or something to put underneath them in the meantime while I get some sealed saucers. I do really like the idea of having plants right here, so this is definitely something I'm going to explore. Maybe like a low bench, or maybe even finding, maybe like extending the windowsill like out a little bit more might make me feel better about it. I don't know. Also, I have this anthurium, which I really, really love, but it's too big for my cabinet now, and I have not been able to find another home for it. So I guess I'll put this one on the other windowsill with the ficus from my bathroom. And this pot I discovered doesn't even have drainage, so I don't need to worry about putting a plate under that one. One last plant that is displaced from my new bathroom arrangement, and it's this hoop Hoya, which I think I'm just gonna put in my bath or my kitchen window, because I did take a plant from my kitchen window to make room for the shelf. Only short Hoyas can live on that shelf, so I'm just going to swap it out. I have 4 Hoyas that live in this window. It does look a bit odd with this like really tall one just randomly being there. I would like to have maybe one more right here, but I don't even think that I have another one. Overview. 2 plants there, 2 plants there. I will be revisiting their placements and how all of that works, but for now, we're just gonna live with it. And I wanna get these ficus potted up. Now, if you've been around for a while, you have heard me talk about Squarespace, because I absolutely love them and they make my life so much easier. So if you are a business owner, a blogger, Squarespace is the place for small businesses to succeed and get the word out about their business online. I personally use Squarespace for obviously my website to just get the word out about what I'm doing in general. I have a portfolio on there to help me pick up like freelance work and stuff like that. I also have a store which helps me to sell my merch. If you have participated in any of the merch drops in the last couple of months, thank you, shout out to you. But it was all done on Squarespace. It was incredibly easy to set up my e-commerce section of my website, and I was so glad that I was able to offer multiple ways to pay. So I was able to offer credit card, Klarna, and Afterpay. Something that I have also really been loving about Squarespace is their design intelligence tools, which basically helps you create a cohesive design across all platforms. It kind of helps you create that content. And I think that that is so helpful, because having a cohesive and like recognizable brand is really important in owning a small business and just like also being a person online. Like you want people to see a piece of content and know that it's you before you even show your face. So if you're interested in using Squarespace for your business, I have a discount code Becca de la Plants that gets you 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. And also you do get a free trial, so you can kind of mess around with it before you fully commit. As you can possibly see in the corner over there, I put up a Christmas tree in here because when I was filming the merch stuff, I wanted to have a Christmas tree up because it's a holiday collection or like a winter collection. So I have the rest of some of my ornaments sitting right there. I'm going to finish up this bag of De La Tank, and then I have a fresh one, which, where is my soil scoop? Like I literally feel like, what's that guy from The Incredibles, Frozone? I feel like Frozone. Where is my super suit? Where is my soil scoop? I literally can never find it. I have two now and I still lose them. I got another one so that I would have one when I lost one, and now they're both lost. And if that doesn't describe having ADHD, I do not know what does. I just really don't want to touch the soil. I'm gonna use this random jar that's on the ground for God knows what reason. I've heard people say to never dip your plant directly into the rooting hormone, but guess what? I do it. I'm planting these in a ceramic pot as if they were already planted because I just want them to already exist in my plant sphere as a plant. I think maybe that will help me remember to water them more, because if they're, I don't know, I guess if they're like labeled in my brain as a propagation, you would think that that would mean that I would put more thought into them, but I feel as though the instant gratification of seeing it already looking like a plant makes me want to care for it more. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what's going on with my brain in that. Like, obviously the brain chemistry is a little odd as it is, but I guess we're just gonna roll with it. Now, the soil is already moist because the bag is freshly opened, so I'm not gonna water it for a couple of days, but look at my new ficus tree that I made out of the old ficus tree. And I will be potting this in with the original plant. I'll probably have to unpot the original plant like completely to make it happen, but I just really don't want to have two separate large ficus trees if I don't have to. So I'd rather just combine them. And we've got one more thing to repot. We're gonna go with this pot. This is from Bud and Bowl. Bud and Bowl does not make pottery anymore, so I guess there's really no point in sharing who made it, but I still want to say, because I love this artist and the things that they used to make. This plant is actually quite developed. Like, yeah, there's quite the root system here, but I'm gonna remove like as much of this old soil as I can. Since the root system is so developed, I don't like having, ooh, there's that smell. I hate the smell of wet soil if you're new here. It's gross every time. I just don't want all this peat moss in there if I don't have to have it, you know? Ugh. Ugh, stinky. Is this section like just about my weird sensory and brain things? I think so. Neurodivergence, rise up, you know, gotta represent. This pot also has a matching saucer, which I have no idea where it is. I might already be using it. Oh, I think I see it. Here it is, and it's glazed on the inside, which is incredible. We love to see that. And the bottom also has the same detail as the pot, which I think is just a cute little addition. Nobody will ever see it, but I just think it's special. Down in this corner is where she ended up. I might consider putting it in a different spot when I kind of redo the shelves soon. I'm kind of wanting to do a tiny refresh, not like a big refresh, but like I put up some little Christmas decorations, kind of like just low-key ones that kind of blend in, but I kind of want to add maybe more if I can, but that's where it is, and I think it's gonna like that spot. I mean, it's like pretty close to the window, and when I get the grow lights installed up here, I don't have a timeline for that right now, but maybe just sometime this winter. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me on this day of plant chores. I had fun. This was fun. I like doing little things to get out of the house and, you know, finding new inventive products and just, yeah, I don't know, getting the house in order plant-wise. It was really stressing me out that I had so many plants that didn't have a home yet, like in our house. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot of relief, to say the least. So Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you're subscribed if you are not already. And follow me on Instagram. I'm also on the other app, the short form app, if you want to check me out over there. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.